Albert Camus once said, "The struggle itself is enough to fill a man's heart. But what if the world has no meaning? How do we live then?" Absurdism is the belief that life has no inherent meaning, and that humans are constantly searching for purpose in an indifferent universe. Albert Camus, one of the leading figures of this philosophy, says this tension creates a sense of absurdity. But rather than give up, Camus argues that we must embrace the absurd and find joy in the struggle. In The Stranger, Camus presents Salt, a man who rejects societal conventions. He is indifferent to love, to death, even to his mother's funeral. This detachment comes to a head when Salt is put on trial, not just for murder, but for his failure to conform to society's moral code. His crime, not crying at his mother's funeral, showing that society condemns him as much for his indifference as for his actions. Camus' The Myth of Sisyphus uses the Greek figure Sisyphus, condemned to push a boulder up a hill for eternity. The point isn't that Sisyphus will never succeed, it's that he finds peace in accepting his fate. Camus tells us one must imagine Sisyphus happy. The lesson is simple: we don't have to find cosmic meaning to live a fulfilling life. Instead, the act of struggling, of engaging with life's challenges, is where we find our freedom. So, how do we live in a meaningless world? According to Camus, the answer isn't despair, it's rebellion. We rebel by embracing life, even in its chaos, and by rejecting the false hope of ultimate meaning. Camus challenges us to live fully, to live the struggle, and to create our own meaning in the midst of absurdity.